Friday Thunder.
Friday Frenzy.
Friday Frenzy, there we go.
Yeah.
New one.
Thursday Thunder on a Friday because I've been away.
Yeah, Brisbane.
Yeah. Brisbane for a few days.
Fun?
Brisbane was, the weather was beautiful. It's
Yeah.
nice in Brisbane at this time of year. I can understand why people like living in Queensland in this time of year. It was beautiful. But otherwise I didn't do anything else.
No. Didn't train.
No, visited the old parents who are getting on a little bit. So just one tip to everyone, look after your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the message sent to me that dementia wards are quite depressing?
Yeah, I spent 3 days in a dementia ward, so it's a real opener. So people, while you're looking after your body, look after your brain. Yeah.
I will, definitely.
Start playing brain games.
Oh, yeah. So good.
Yes, exactly right. Anyway, what's been happening with you? I saw you did while I was away.
Yes.
2:20 for 3.
Yes, that's a new PB. My previous best was I
I must admit, I saw the video and it looked good.
Yeah, it felt painful. I think the third rep nearly passed out, but I got it, so I'm happy with that. So.
And I got my 180.
Yes, I actually saw that.
Last
I saw
weekend.
that on the.
Did you look at it?
I did.
Yes,
I did.
Yes. Not once, but I got it twice.
Twice, yes.
So yeah,
it counts.
Moving onwards now, because that has been a emotional.
It's been like what?
Bugbear for me
6
for
months?
a year.
Oh,
well, it's been, I reckon, a year. So you watch. I think I'll really move on now.
Yeah,
because it was like this emotional hurdle. So yeah, I just finished training now, so I'm feeling a bit. I haven't trained since last weekend. Yeah.
Wow, that's a big gap for you as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So I must admit, you go a little bit crazy when you
do. You go stir crazy. Yeah.
Anyway, on to some news. What's been happening? Well, there's been shitloads happening on the bodybuilding scene.
Every week it seems to be getting a little bit more.
Yeah, but what's been really good this last couple of weeks is that it hasn't involved ICN.
No, it hasn't. It's involved the others.
Yeah, so we'll go on to the first one, which was interesting. INBA Global and AMB have merged.
Have they? What's the name they're under? They're doing
well, no, they haven't merged as in they formed a new federation or anything, or going under one or the other. It's a bit confusing. What's happened is that the AMB pros, and if you win, say, an AMB Australian title, you can now go overseas and compete in the INBA Global Natural Olympia and win an INBA title.
Okay, and does it work vice versa as well? Like if you would no, Well,
yeah. So it's interesting.
It is.
So an AMB competitors will now go overseas to win an INBA title. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So, but yeah, apparently the federations are still running their own then separate shows here.
Alrighty. Okay. So it's just opened up more.
Yeah, it's not confusing at all.
No, not at all.
Anyway, NABBA made the headlines again. Did you read Craig Lucas's post?
I read a little bit of it.
Yeah.
It just got a bit too. Then I started reading the comments, and then I sort of lost.
Yeah. Look, go on to Bodybuilding Nation on Facebook or Aussie Muscle Asylum.
Yep.
Look up a post by Craig Lucas titled "The Man Who Killed NABBA."
Yeah.
And it was interesting. Craig. Most people don't know who Craig is, but he's actually a little bit of an icon in Australian bodybuilding. He used to run Comps, a magazine, everything, back 10 years ago.
Okay.
Very involved in the Australian bodybuilding scene. Craig doesn't hold back about what's happening with NABBA, and look, some of the NABBA shows are struggling. The IFBB has eroded into the NABBA competitor list a little bit, so it'll be interesting. But it's too long to talk about the post as in what was said, so just go on to Bodybuilding Nation or Aussie Muscle.
Well, maybe Ari can just link it in the description.
Yeah, we can put links there, Ari, to Craig's article, and it was interesting what happened between him and Graham Lansfield, the president of NABBA. Yeah, they had a bit of a altercation. All right, moving along. International news. Dennis Wolf announced his comeback.
I'm actually excited for that. He actually is one of my.
It's going to be interesting. He's been out for a while now, a couple of years. It's always difficult to come back. Dennis is in his 40s. Whether he'll be able to come back, I don't know. I'm going to go out and say that he won't.
I reckon he'll do one show and then say, oh, nah.
Yeah, look, well, if he does one show and does well, then he's done, you know, he's going to make his comeback at the Arnold, Ohio next March.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'll be good. That gives him good.
So that'll be interesting, what's happening and how he will go. He had a really bad back injury.
Yeah,
back injury and his surgery.
Yep.
Apparently he's 100% and he's back in training. Whether he can put that size back on. In other news, it's not on our list, but I just remembered it.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw Kevin Levrone.
He pulled out.
He pulled out of the Vancouver Pro.
At the last second.
Which is, well, it's not at the last second. It's still a few weeks away. But he didn't say that he's pulling out. He's doing another show because he wants to be 100%. But he didn't say which one.
Okay.
Here's my prediction: you won't see Kevin on stage anymore. I think that was just a nice way of him saying that, yeah, I'm done, and I'll be very, very surprised if he does it in the show. Maybe he might guest post somewhere, but I don't think he'll be on stage.
Well,
so
he's had a great career anyway. So
yeah, and what would you rate his comeback as? Successful or not successful?
Not very successful.
Not very
I would say he tried making the best of what he has at his age, but
I think he would have done really well just doing guest posings.
Yeah, guest posing.
And do a seminar guest posing circuit, and people would have freaked out at his condition and the size at 51 years old would have been awesome. I think to step on stage, most probably, I don't think it worked for him.
No.
I mean, it got him some good exposure and everything, but in terms of competitive wise, I don't think it worked.
No.
Yeah. All right, so we have got the New York Pro is on this weekend.
Yes.
And we found a competitor list.
And it's actually a decent lineup.
It's not a bad lineup, but there's still a lot of names I haven't heard on here. So what we got Edgar John Augustin, he's from France. No idea. Jeff Beckham, well, he's been doing a few shows. Mark Daughtry. Yeah. Jonathan Della Rosa, Sasan Herati, Thomas Caspar, Michael Lin, Yuan Morel. Now, so far, you'd sort of say that's not a very strong lineup.
No.
Marek Olenjanak, and this will be interesting.
Yes, I'm actually
looking forward to it. Sergio Oliva Jr. is making his pro debut.
And he has the same muscle bellies as his father.
Yeah.
He's got that.
He did some guest posing a couple of weeks ago at that Pittsburgh show and looked really good. Luis Rodriguez, Derek Upshaw, and Akeem Williams.
Now, I've been reading a lot on social media that people are toting Akeem to actually win the New York.
Yeah, already he's put up a couple of pictures. This guy is a monster.
He
is a monster. And I tend to agree. I think there's your winner unless he really messes something up. As for everything else, man, I really don't know. Jeff Beckham's going to be up there in the top 5. Thomas Caspar, I think he can be up there. Yuan Morel, obviously, and I think Sergio Oliva Jr. as well. I'm putting him in the top 5.
Yeah, I reckon Sergio's going to take around 4th one, around 3rd. Yeah. Akeem and Jeff Beckham 1st and 2nd respectively.
Yeah, that's my prediction. Pretty well everything else can be just a lottery after that. There's a lot of people in there that I haven't even heard of, so it'll be interesting. At least it's more than 6 or 7 competitors.
Yes,
we're looking at 13 competitors.
The 212 I think had about 22.
The 212 is the one that I think will be the really good shot.
Yeah.
And we have got an Aussie in that. So
Gary Wright.
Gary Wright is making his debut. He's looking really big. Apparently he's weighing right on the 212 mark. He should compete at 212. Whether he'll be in shape or not, he hasn't put up too many photos.
No,
he's put up a few little cryptic photos, you know, bad lighting photos. He's big. And I always knew Gary was going to be big. Whether he'll be able to match it in condition with some of these other guys. So which will be interesting. That's it for news, is it?
Yeah, we do have a couple of questions as well.
Yeah, all right.
I'll flip them over. So we have 2 questions. One from Cam. He said, what are the best reps and sets for squats to get to build mass or build strength?
All right. Look, I think this is... People stop looking for a best exercise or a best combination of exercise. You know, squats is the best exercise for building leg mass. Work on getting yourself stronger, like we keep saying. Whether it's you incorporate high reps, medium reps, and low reps, and as long as you're lifting more weight,
Yeah.
progressively you're going to build size, and that applies to every single part of your training. We've covered this so many times. There's no secret rep combination or set combination for any exercise.
Yes. I did take an interview from Damon the other day. He said, why waste your time building your strength on an inferior exercise when you could be the superior exercises like
Exactly
for
right.
like your deadlift, squat, military press, bench press, even leg press.
Yeah.
If those big compound movements are increasing, obviously your inferior exercise, like your leg extension, leg
They're
curl,
going to automatically come
They
up
will,
in
definitely.
strength-wise. So,
So-
yes, work on developing strength on all your big compound exercises, which includes your squat, your bench, your rows, your deadlift, chins even. I'd put that in there.
Yep.
Weighted chins make yourself stronger. It's pretty well, it's straightforward.
Yep.
And do that consistently for a few years.
and everything else comes up as well.
Yep.
And Heath also asked me just the other day, what do you eat to gain more mass, build more strength? I think it's that sort of theme at the moment, being it's winter, it's getting colder, people, this is the time to build size, I guess. It's colder, you want to stay warm. Eat more than your body needs.
Yeah, yeah, but not shit food.
Not shit food, no.
So if you're in the summertime and you were eating measured quantities of chicken and rice and vegetables and,
Yeah.
and steak or whatever, well, you just increase the same amount of foods and you increase them.
Yeah, maybe
that's
go
it.
a little bit, maybe add a little bit more sauces in case.
Yeah, oh
you
yeah.
add
I
a bit
mean
more
your
flavour.
sauces and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that sort of thing.
But increase the quantity sizes of everything: your protein and your carbs and
Yeah.
your fats. I mean, again, it's straightforward. It's not rocket science,
Yeah.
people. I mean, it seems to be like people think it's some sort of secret combination
Yeah, like-
of herbs and spices. That
think-
only applies to KFC. Just eat more food, good quality food. And if you're not putting weight on, well, then you increase that food.
Yes.
It's pretty straightforward. That's what I do. I measure my progress every 2 weeks, and I adjust that diet accordingly on what I need to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Measure everything.
Measure everything.
Like
Get
just-
your pinches done. You're ready to do pinches yet?
I'll be getting the program in a few days.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll announce that Adrian here will be available. We've already got our Harbinger
Yep.
calipers, everything. Once we get our program into our computer, we'll be able to start doing body fat testing
Yeah.
here. And that is really the best way and the only single way that you can control what's happening to your body.
Exactly.
You know what's happened to your body fat levels, well, then you can adjust your food accordingly. But in a nutshell, eat more food. It's pretty
Eat more food,
straightforward.
lift heavier weight.
Exactly right. To both questions, lift heavier weights, eat more food. You know, and this applies to the first question as well.
Yes.
You know, if you are not feeding your body then correctly, you're not going to get stronger.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Now I think we do have some new products coming in, or already came in.
Well, we got new products, and I tested that this morning. Ariel put up the graphic now. The new BSN
NeuroFX.
NeuroFX. Just go through the. It's basically a pre-workout non-steam. So it's
Non-steam.
a nootropic
It's
pre-workout.
Straight nootropic. So the ingredient profiles are, I don't know if you're going to put this up, we got 1 gram of glycine, 400 milligrams of acetyl L-carnitine, that's hydrochloride, 160 milligrams of turmeric, which people have been putting that in everything now.
Yep. Turmeric really is the herb/extract
Yes,
of the
it's the new one.
Yep.
100 milligrams of caffeine, but that's as green tea, not caffeine anhydrous.
Yep.
L-theanine, longan fruit extract, or euphoria fruit, oxy-alpha fusion. So it's pretty much grape seed extract, grape skin extract, and resveratrol, coffee fruit extract.
That would have been well, resveratrol works as an antioxidant
It
as
does.
well.
It's a very powerful antioxidant.
Yeah,
Yes. So we got that. Yeah, the coffee berry, which they've coined it as alpha glycerol phosphoryl choline. So
Yeah.
choline.
So these are all your nootropics now coming
Yeah,
into play
yeah.
here. Yeah.
Citicoline or cognizine, and black pepper extracts, pretty much for increases bioavailability.
Yep.
And the last thing we have is the Tooth Club Moss, which you've seen in a lot of pre-workouts lately as well. So that rounds up BSN's NeuroFX. It's actually a very small serving size, 5 grams.
5 grams, yeah. And look, I used it today, and I must admit, I feel really good.
That's good.
It's not your wired up. Very, very fast effect. I took it about 20 minutes before training. Felt really good, nice and alert. yeah, I'd sort of rate it as a good nootropic type pre-workout.
That's great.
Yeah, so if you don't want the stims, definitely give that. That is available now at all stores. Flavour was awesome.
What flavour did you?
I had an orange and it was just like orange cordial.
Oh.
Yeah, like really nice, no bitterness, nothing. It was just like you mixed yourself a strong orange cordial.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good.
It was awesome.
Flavour's a big thing now.
Yeah.
Some new products coming soon as well. Cadillac Nutrition Attack. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's a new pre-workout.
Oh, okay.
And that's the one that, you might have seen a few things going around on Facebook. It's got all these rainbow fruit flavours, Skittles flavours. The flavours are awesome, really good. We were hoping to have that in next week, but we actually got an email from the company yesterday saying that the shipment's been delayed and it's about 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we're looking at the beginning of June. Lots of different flavours, DMHA in there.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's one of the put it into the high stim.
Okay.
So once we get it, we'll do a full review on it.
Yes, and
so
while we're on top of DMHA, I did write an article for ARIA yesterday on DMHA, exactly what it is, how it affects the body. That should be up soon. So it's actually a lot of fun to write.
Cool.
Very,
so keep an eye out for that. So we've got lots of these products coming in. Also coming in soon is the ProSups My Cookie. This was ridiculous in deliciousness is the best way to describe it.
Okay.
Yeah. So really, really nice. A soft biscuit type cookie protein.
Excellent.
Yeah, absolutely delicious.
And we also have the Body War pre-workouts coming in as well.
Yes, yeah, I'll be working with the reps early next week to get that in. So we've talked about that before. I've used it.
I've used the Body Shred.
Yes.
Which I had a bad effect on it, but that's just me. I crashed for about 2 days. So
Cellucor Beta BCAs, we tasted those yesterday. Really, really delicious branch chains.
Excellent.
Yeah, and a really good price. So they'll be coming in soon. I'm also excited to announce that hopefully early next week we have got the Mars Bar protein bar coming in.
We have.
Now this is only a very, very small delivery. I got them in straight away from overseas myself, so it's only a small delivery. They will go quick, so just keep an eye on our website. We will be selling these by the box only, because there's only, obviously we're going to open a box and try them out and things like that. So hopefully next week we'll be able to show you one, talk about it, talk about the macros, and especially talk about the taste. But apparently they taste just like a Mars bar.
Okay. Are they made by the same company who made Mars?
Yeah, it's made by and they also got a Snickers and a Bounty, but at the moment we've just got the Mars bars coming in, and like I said, a very, very small limited run.
Beautiful, and then by the box.
Done?
By the box.
By the box.
There you go.
Yep. All right, so keep an eye out for that on, we'll announce that on Facebook obviously, when they will be available. We are hoping early next week.
That'll be good.
I think that's it.
That is it.
We've pretty well covered everything else.
Yes.
Cool. Mars Bar Protein, yes we have. So that's it. So thanks guys, don't forget to like and share. Any questions, just comment below or just message us on Facebook. We'll be happy to answer any questions. Try to give us something a little bit more meaty. Yeah, because look, really training questions and food questions, you need to gain weight, you need to eat more food, you need to lose weight, you need to cut back on your food.
You need to get stronger, you need to lift more weight.
Get stronger.
You want to lose fat, you're going to lift more weight.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, and I'll finish this again like we keep saying all the time, do not train yourself to become weak, train yourself to become strong.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.